Ben 10 Classic, a show everyone and their grandparents watched in the mid to late 2000s. Everyone loved Ben 10 to the point I don't think I've ever met anyone who actually disliked the original series. And I have met a lot of people online, RLL, a lot of people, and every time I talk about the original series, everyone loves it. Holds a special place in the hearts of millions around the world. A show which made everyone who watched it want to live in it and get their hands on a Omnitrix for themselves. I remember as a kid when I used to watch the show when it was airing, I would cry. I would beg my dad to get me one of those Omnitrix toys. In my country, where basically I lived, you could only get one. There was only one, but I would get it again and again because I would break or lose my original one. Man, it was so much fun. I really wanted to go and live in that show. And everyone else I've met who watched the show has the same exact sentiments. Everyone who watched that show wanted to live in Ben 10. They wanted to meet Ben, they wanted to meet all the characters. It was just that amazing. So recently, I decided to go and rewatch the entire franchise, starting with the classic series. I was really surprised to find Ben 10 Classic only had 4 seasons, and each season was only 10 to 12 episodes long. This generally kind of freaked me out because growing up, I'd swear Ben 10 Classic had like 20 seasons. It's really something how short these old cartoons were. And so as soon as I started the first episode of Ben 10 Classic, I immediately felt it. I it was almost like I was back in my childhood, watching the series in my TV. The music, the animation, the way they talked, the voice acting, it was there. It was the same as I remembered. It was better than I remembered it. It's it was something you have to watch it yourself to make you really feel that nostalgia, that good nostalgia, the way the almost like the cartoon of my dreams had come into reality. As a kid, whenever Ben 10 was on TV, I would damn near be hypnotized by its world. I wanted to live in Ben 10. It just looked so much fun. I wanted to meet Ben, I wanted to meet Gwen, I wanted to meet Grandpa. The most important part, I was so damn mesmerized by the Omnitrix. And that's the beauty of classic Ben 10 and how real it feels. The classic series did such an amazing job of setting up its world and making it feel so alive, so lived in, that you can't help but wanna live there. It's such an amazing series and with such amazing world building. And not to mention the characters that live in that world. The classic series did such an amazing job with its character. When I say they didn't just make some of the most fun, enjoyable assholes I've ever seen, they made the best, and the most enjoyable assholes period in any story, in any media, in anything I've ever seen. They made them goated. The way each character interacts with each other, the way the main trio interacts with each other, it's all so much fun, and it feels believable. Everything flows so nicely, and the way they all just were, it's just chef's kiss, especially the main trio. When I say they perfected the character dynamics between the main trio, I am not being hyperbolic. The character dynamics between the main trio are, I will say, the best character dynamics I have seen in 99% of any show, media,